Hey, ghosties, I'm Harley,
And I'm Candace.
and this is Haunted Through the Ages.
Here we are again.
We're here. We haven't moved from our seats.
Number 3. I don't really want to, though. These chairs are so cozy.
They're very nice.
Yeah, we just keep spinning.
It's been a week for all of you. It's been 10 minutes for us. We're knocking some stuff out today, trying to get out the episodes here. So now it's my turn. So we don't really have any business because I think any business we covered in your Lake Lanier episode.
Yeah,
So
that's sad. I like new business, but we
Well-
don't have new business. So it's fine.
we'll have new business soon enough. It's
Like,
okay.
I'm going to start thinking of something to talk about because that's just what I do. Like,
They're like, no.
somebody shut her. Who gave Candace the mic?
That's exactly what they're
Oh,
thinking.
fuck. I already
So-
can't get her to shut up.
So I thought this was going to be a two-parter. I don't think it's going to be a two-parter. So we're just going to knock it all out now. So it might be a bit of a longer episode, but you guys had a shorter episode last week. So now you get a long
We're
one.
making up for lost causes here.
There you go. So have you ever heard of Dear David?
No.
Any idea what this is?
I have absolutely no idea what this is.
Okay.
I'm literally dumbfounded right now.
The story of
And
Dear
of Dear
David.
John.
There's
Sorry,
no
I
Channing
mean to cut
Tatum
you
here.
off.
Shame, right?
I don't even want to do it anymore.
Like,
Fuck it,
well, I'm
gone.
out.
I'm going to bed.
Well, one of the characters in this, he is very good looking. So you'll have that to look forward to.
I'm so excited.
So the story of Dear David first became a Twitter phenomenon in August of 2017. So for sake of argument, I'm just going with Twitter and tweets because that's what's coming out of my mouth. It'll just be easier to refer to it as that. And so for the episode, I'm pretty much just going to read a ton of tweets to tell this story. And these tweets, it's a series of tweets written by a man named Adam Ellis. He's the cute one.
Oh.
Look out for him in the photos.
Watching for Adam.
So at the time, Adam was a writer for BuzzFeed, and he was also a popular webcomic artist who in 2017, at the time that all this happened, was living alone in his apartment in New York City with his 2 cats.
Love a man with cats.
Yeah.
I love a man
I
with
agree.
cats.
And the cats are a big part of this story. It's going to be a good time.
Okay. Okay, give me a heads up if something bad happens to the cats.
DoesTheDogDie.com. No, the
Okay.
cats are fine.
I don't know what. Okay, first
There's
of
a
all, we have a
website.
bit of an age gap, so I need you to speak to me.
There's a website, DoesTheDogDie.com,
Uh-huh.
where in a movie, if there's like an animal, I don't know if it's
like
for
Marley
cats
and Me.
too.
Yeah, would have liked to know that. Thank you.
Spoiler about Marley and Me. I wouldn't watch it because of that. I've never seen it. I won't. But if there's a dog in a movie, you can literally go to that website
Yeah.
and it will tell you ahead of time what to look out for. Like, oh no, the dog's fine. Don't worry. So you're not stressed out the whole time, or if
Okay.
you know something's coming, it'll tell you.
Yeah, literally.
Oh.
That's my weakness. Like,
Yeah, can't do the animals.
mm-mm.
So through a series of tweets, Adam shared his life as he was haunted by the ghost of a dead child named David. To this day, Adam claims that all of the events we're about to talk about are true. However, a lot of people speculate that this was an exercise in creative storytelling, which, based on the fact that Adam worked for BuzzFeed and is also a digital artist, very
Put
possible.
a little eccentric on his imagination.
Could it have gotten a little wild? Yes.
Possibly. But
However, this is a really fun story. Fake or not, whether it is true or false, doesn't matter. It's a really fun story. And it scared the crap out of me. So there's so many photos that come with it. So we're going to be following along with the photos and get to see pictures he took, drawings, all kinds of fun things. And all the photos we have as well, we'll make sure we post to, well, not all of them, because some we don't need, but the ones that are relevant, we will post to the Instagram so you guys can go see them. Because let me tell you, trying to get my hands on these tweets from a very active account from 2017 was not easy. So
I can imagine.
some of the photos, there was like one or two I couldn't get. The only reason I've seen them is because they were in videos that people actually did about this.
That makes me feel some type of way though, because you are like the research ninja. So
Yeah. And literally sitting by myself trying to get these photos and having to look at them. Horrible.
No,
Horrible.
no, absolutely not.
There is a picture I looked at, and when I finally saw what I was supposed to see, my stomach dropped.
Oh,
It was like that sinking feeling, and I felt like I was going to throw up.
Uncomfortable. Like I have the chills on my back.
So I'll tell you when we get there.
Thank you.
So on August 7th, 2017, Adam first tweeted, "So my apartment is currently being haunted by the ghost of a dead child, and he's trying to kill me. He started appearing in dreams, but I think he's crossed over into the real world now. The first time I saw him, I was experiencing sleep paralysis and saw a child sitting in the green rocking chair at the foot of my bed. He had a huge, misshapen head that was dented on one side. I did my best to draw it." And that is photo number 1. Go ahead and take a look.
Ugh. It almost looks like a Nickelodeon character.
It does. Mm-hmm.
Like Stewie minus half of his head.
Right.
Okay.
And he looks very angry. He looks kind of wrinkly for being a child. It's not pleasant.
It looks sad. Like I want to cuddle him. Or not. No, it's definitely It's definitely giving me, like abused feelings smashed in, not necessarily born this way.
And we're gonna find out about that.
Okay. I'm just giving from my sorry, I don't understand why people just don't want to not text me right now. Yeah, it's definitely giving me those type of vibes, and this is just from my description of looking at the photo alone. I have absolutely no idea about the story.
As people began to question this thread of tweets, because people were skeptical right away, obviously, Adam clarified a couple of things in response to a few questions. So some of those tweets, just to clear things up for you guys, he said, "I've also had sleep paralysis in different states and countries, so it's not just my apartment." And also that he lives, obviously, in New York City, like I mentioned, but it's a duplex. It's an old house that was converted into 2 apartments, and this is bottom floor and top floor. So his next tweets continue. "For a while, he just stared at me, but then he got out of the chair and started shambling toward the bed. I couldn't move because I was paralyzed. I have sleep paralysis fairly often. It sucks."
Nothing. I mean, the sleep paralysis, and I
was just about to ask you if you've ever had it.
Me, no. I have not, but Matt, my husband, has, and the way that he describes it, and he's just laying there, and his eyes are wide open, like he's completely conscious, and in his mind, he's literally screaming at the top of his lungs to wake me up, to help him, because he cannot move. Not a single inch of his finger can he move. He can't twitch a toe, nothing. Like he's just being held down by who knows what. And he's only experienced it here since we've lived in this house. Excuse me, I'm sorry, but it's so hearing it and talking to you about it, like in your experience, like I don't know if I would be okay. Like I don't know if I would be well if I could not.
It's terrifying. I've only had it one time. Getting into the podcast, I wouldn't be surprised if I had it again because of all the stuff we're looking into. So I was laying in bed. My son, I just call him Bubba on the podcast or whatever nicknames. I don't put his name out there.
He's Bubba.
He was sleeping next to me and I was facing away from him. And I knew I wasn't, like, my eyes weren't open. I knew I was, like, quote, asleep, but it wasn't a dream. I just saw like this dark, tall shadow figure coming into the bedroom, standing at the end of the bed, walking up his side of the bed and just like picking him up in both arms. And he was totally asleep, and just like carrying him out of the room. And I knew there's nobody actually there taking him, but I can't, but I need to get up. I need to check. I need to know he's okay. and I couldn't move my body.
Terrifying.
And I tried, and they say the best thing to do is to relax your body because that'll pull you out of it easier. But I didn't know that at the time.
Well, and who can
fought it.
relax when you feel like somebody's stealing your kid?
Right. And I was trying to fight it, and I'm like, I couldn't speak, but in my head, I'm telling myself, I'm like, move, just move,
Right.
move your muscles. And I couldn't.
Yeah.
And it was horrible.
Mm-mm.
Horrible.
I never even heard of such a thing until, Matt had went through it and then talking to you about it, and you were like, "Oh my God, did you experience it?" Like, I did not. I've experienced things grabbing my feet,
Yeah, I've had that
tugging
too.
at my foot, tugging, at my hand. I like to mind play it like it's one of my cats. That's how I cope with it. And then I use my daughter's technique of covering your entire face with a blanket because that's going to protect you.
They can't get you under
They
the blanket.
cannot get you under the blanket. It's literally the blanket of protection.
Yep.
So yeah, that's my only experience with it. It's just having him go through it because then he was like almost irritated with me that I wasn't waking up to help him because why can't you hear me? Why aren't you hearing me? Like first of all, I'm sleeping.
Yeah.
I can sleep.
Yeah. Oh my God. I've had my foot pulled too, and that was under the blanket. That was horrible. So Adam continues, and his next tweet says, right before he reached my bed, I woke up screaming. I had another dream a few nights later where I was in a library and a girl came up to me and said, "You've seen Dear David, haven't you?" I was like, "Who?" And she said, "Dear David, you saw him." She continued, "He's dead. He only appears at midnight and you can ask him 2 questions if you said, 'Dear David,' first." Then she added, "But never try to ask him a 3rd question or he'll kill you." Then David came back in another dream. Same situation. I was in bed and he was sitting in the rocking chair near the window, staring at me. In the dream, I say, "Dear David, how did you die?" He mumbles, "An accident in a store." I say, "Dear David, what happened in the store?" He groans, "A shelf was pushed on my head." I'm frozen with fear. I ask, "Who pushed the shelf?" David doesn't answer. I realize that I've asked a 3rd question, which I'm not supposed to do. At that point, I wake up, absolutely terrified. The next couple days, I Google deaths in the city and can't find anything about a kid named David dying in a store. I even tried different names. Daniel, Dylan, Devin, nothing. A few weeks go by without incident. Sort of randomly, the apartment above mine is vacated, and I have the opportunity to move into it. It's a larger apartment, so I'm thrilled. Another month or 2 goes by, and I sort of forget about Dear David. I think he lost track of me because I moved upstairs. But lately, something strange is happening. For the past 4 nights, my cats gather at the front door at exactly midnight and just stare at it, almost like something is on the other side. And that is our next picture.
Oh, I'm terrified right now.
So this photo, and if you guys definitely look at the Instagram and follow along with the photos,
Okay.
it's just his front door.
Scary.
It's showing his 2 cats, like, with their heads down near the bottom of the door, just like if somebody were to show up at your house. They're checking it out.
Like Revan looking underneath the refrigerator for one of his toys.
Or a treat.
or that. Buttholes.
And the tweets continue. Last night I got a weird feeling and looked out the peephole, and I'm dead certain I saw movement on the other side. When I opened the door and turned on the hall light, nothing was there, but my cat seemed unnerved. Bushy tails, etc.
Oh, yeah, they saw something. Like they knew something.
And that's where I am right now. Dear David found me, I think. I don't know what to do. I'll keep you updated. Adam's next tweet came 2 days later on August 9th. Update. For the 6th night in a row, my cat has walked over to the door promptly at midnight and stared at it. And he posted another photo showing he's holding a little green clock. And it says it's like 3 after midnight. And the cat, sure enough, is sitting right there facing the door. Adam then posts a video of one of his cats at the front door. The cat's turning its head and kind of like rubbing his head on the door frame like there's something on the other side. The next tweets read, "Okay, so I took a photo through the peephole because I'm too scared to open the door. I feel like I saw something. I couldn't tell, so I mustered the courage to open the door. Nothing was out there, but I took another photo. Look at this. Is it just me, or is there something in the first photo right where the banister meets the shelves, hiding on the stairs?" And those are our next 2 pictures. And if you zoom in, you can see the picture on the left. Like you can see right between that shelf and banister that's not in the other photo. There's just a little dark outline.
Yeah. A little shadowy.
like something is peeking through right there. I wasn't sure if it was a smudge or something, so I took a second photo from inside. There was something out there. And he posts 2 more photos through the peephole, one where you can still see that outline, and the next, whatever was sitting there on the stairs is gone.
It's literally like something is looking back at it. Like it's like somebody took a piece of tape and just put over half of the people. That's insane.
Like, you can't tell what it is. And
It's you, yeah,
it
no.
looks kind of like I could see it being kind of a profile, but you can't say for sure. But there's
Oh,
some.
That's yeah. I am not well.
I deadbolted the lock and got in bed because I don't know what else to do. I can still hear my cat meowing at the door. Then he posts a photo of his cat sitting by the door in the dark and tweets a photo of it. This was one that I couldn't get my hands on. It was just a screenshot from a video, but it just shows the living room is dark, and next to the door, the cat's sitting there and has its, typical glowing cat eyes. And he tweeted, I am pretty scared. The next night, August 10th at 12:13 a.m., Adam tweeted, it's been pretty quiet tonight. I'm going to try out a sleep talk app to see if anything happens during the night. At 12:23, he posted, I'm heading to bed, but the cats are back at the door. They only do this in the middle of the night. It's routine now. And then he shared the next photo, which is just a selfie of him kind of standing by the door, and you can see the cats at the door over his shoulder. He does. They're very cute.
But there's definitely something on the other side of that door that they want. Like, they're very
That's
interested.
the thing with animals. They don't just do that.
No, they know something's out there. Like, no, they know.
The next night at 11:56 p.m., Adam posted, and here we go, just before midnight. He then posted a video of one of his cats sitting a couple feet from the door. The cat's meowing and then kind of looks behind him and up for a minute, and then he sticks his butt up in the air and rolls onto his side. When would a cat do that?
No.
To look behind them and then put their butt up in the air and roll when you're petting them.
The cat language is somebody is scratching their butt and now they want their belly rubbed.
Yeah. So he tweets, Maxwell, one of the cats, is extra talkative tonight. He's obviously trying to tell me something. About 5 minutes later, he posts, they're both here now, along with another photo, again, showing the cats doing the same thing at the door. And then he said, I don't even know if this is the right kind of salt. And he shares a photo of just basic salt from the grocery store, and wall to wall around the door, there's a salt line, hoping to keep out whatever the fuck's out there.
Well, in Hocus Pocus, she used iodized salt on the cover.
True, you're right, she did.
In case you hadn't seen that movie, that happened. How wouldn't you have seen that movie?
Right. The next day, August 11th, Adam posts this series of tweets. I used a sound app to record my apartment last night. It makes individual recordings each time it hears something. There were 33 recordings. Most of them are pretty vague. A couple of them are passing cars and the like, but there are 3 that I'm interested in. The first is a snapping sound and what seems like a single step. It's odd because I didn't get out of bed all night. This one is weird because out of 33 recordings, this is the only one that has that strange electric sound throughout. This directly follows the electric static. Another snap, then I groan in my sleep. These happen between 2 and 3 a.m. I have no explanation for them. I'll keep recording and share if I find anything curious. The next day, August 12th, Adam tweeted another photo. And this is a photo of just himself. He has a backpack on his shoulder, giving the peace sign. And he tweets, getting the F out of my haunted apartment for the weekend. 2 days later, on August 14th at 12:25 a.m., Adam tweets, so a weird thing just happened. Take it with a grain of salt. I bought a Polaroid camera this weekend because they're fun and dorky. I decided to take a few photos around my apartment. And he posts another photo of what the Polaroid camera looks like, which will be relevant. So this could be nothing. I'm not sure what to make of it. Polaroids are stupid and fun and inherently sort of creepy. I didn't expect to find anything, and for the most part, I didn't. I took a couple of my living room and bedroom. That's the rocking chair I first saw David in. They're pretty unremarkable. So in his next 2 photos, he's taking a picture of the Polaroid. And so the first one is just his front door. He took a picture of that corner. In the second one, he took a picture of his bedroom, and in that picture, there's a green chair, and that is the chair he saw David sitting in.
Oh, hell no.
Then I went into the hallway and snapped a photo. The Polaroid developed completely black, and he posts a photo of the next Polaroid, and it is just completely blacked out. You can't make anything out of it.
Yeah, nothing. Like he was covering the lens.
Exactly. We're going to talk about that because I thought the exact same thing. I even ripped open and destroyed a fresh pack to see if it was just an undeveloped Polaroid, but they start out white. And he shares another photo where they're all laid out and they're just completely white and blank when you get the pack.
Yeah, interesting.
I also thought maybe I accidentally covered the lens with my finger, so I took a photo while intentionally covering it. The photo on the left is me covering the lens with my finger. The one on the right is my fully lit hallway taken just after midnight. And in this next photo, he's holding them side by side. And in the one where he covered it with his finger, you can see there's white speckles. There's more dimension to that picture. The other one is just solid black.
The transparency of his digit.
Right. Mm-hmm. Adam then posts 2 more videos of himself actually taking the photos and waiting for them to develop of his apartment in the hallway, and then he tweets, "It came out totally black again for a second time," along with the next photo, completely black Polaroid. Honestly, I don't know why I'm still fucking around with this camera. There might be a logical explanation. Someone told me to take photos from farther away, so I tried that. One with my iPhone and one with the Polaroid. Left is with my iPhone, right is with Polaroid. The hall light was on both times. Why is it pitch black each time with the Polaroid?
Oh, no.
2 more. Is that not terrifying? So he posts 2 more photos. One with from his iPhone with the door open.
My raw reaction because no fucking thank you.
I've been so excited to show you these photos because they get so much worse.
I literally have fucking goosebumps, dude. No kidding. I'm uncomfortable in the goosebump area.
So with the iPhone, it's just pointed at his front door. It's open, hall lights on. You looks like a normal picture. The photo he took of the Polaroid in the same position, it doesn't even look like the hall light is off. It's just a black abyss through the open door.
Well, because if his apartment is lit up like that,
you would see, it'd be going into the hallway.
It would be dark in there, but it would not be completely pitch black.
Right.
He literally just cut out and put a black fabric over that.
Right. Which
I can't even word it. This is, I'm not well. I can't even word it.
Which, is it possible that he did that? Yeah.
Okay, but so he is creative and crafty, okay. But I'm still on this, no, because the cats is what triggered me,
Right. Right. This whole thread has been really, I'm sorry, this is Adam's next tweet. This whole thread has been really convoluted, and I'm sorry if it's hard to follow. I just thought this was all weird and wanted to share. Then later on August 14th, shortly after 8 p.m., Adam tweeted, "Folks have been urging me to get some sage." So I did. And he posts a photo of his front door area, and his hand is just out holding sage, and you can see the smoke. So he's trying.
Okay, I'm glad you described, you said that was smoke, because I was like, what the fuck just ran away from this sage?
No, it's just the smoke from the sage. Okay. Then he tweeted, "Saging the hall and definitely saging the hell out of this rocking chair," along with 2 more photos. One of, again, the sage in the hall with the smoke coming from it, and the same thing pointed at that rocking chair. Which, where's that chair from? Because that
70s. That's a 1970s looking chair.
It's not cute. I expected
that was the colors then. That was their colors. The 60s,
it's yellow and orange,
and yellow and green, and this is a hard. It almost looks like an outside chair, or a boat chair or something.
Well, I think David's there because he's mad about the chair.
I'd be mad too.
It's ugly. I'm going to be honest. It's not a cute chair.
It doesn't look comfortable. I can tell you that. It doesn't have any cushion.
Like a haunted rocking chair, you think an old creaky wooden chair. It's not. So it's very odd that it's something so different.
It looks like a sleigh almost. It's a man-made type of rocking chair. He just kind of built it. This is my new rocking chair. Do you love it? No. No, I absolutely do not. And where did you get this from a dead people house? Like, where did this come from?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So then Adam tweets, honestly, Sage doesn't seem like it'll help much, but I'm open to anything. I barely slept last night. I kept waking up feeling like something was wrong, but who knows? Maybe this will do something.
I'm sweating. I'm sorry. My hands are sweating right now. Like,
we haven't gotten to anything yet. It's going to get so much worse.
I mean, not to use the word that everybody hates, but I'm moist.
Moist. That's funny.
I'm leaving sweatprints on the table right now. You know, like, you know, in what movie was that? With Bruce Willis.
The Sixth Sense.
Yeah, where the little boy is sitting there with his hands on the table because he can see some stuff, and I'm giving it away, so I don't care. But like, he's just sitting there talking to his mom, and she's like, I'm being, all, fucking bitchy and shit. And he's just sitting there because he sees the freaking things walking around doing shit, and he picks his hands up, and there's a handprint of his hand. The outline of the humidity and stuff from his hand from sweating. Like,
I have to admit it.
I'm sure.
I've never seen that movie.
Fine.
I'm sorry. I know how it ends, though, so I feel like
times,
it's not worth it.
My shock face, and every time I watch it, I'm still shocked at that. And there's a scene in the middle. No. Well, no. There's a scene in the beginning, the very beginning of the movie. And if you haven't seen it, I'm sorry, but I'm going to give this part away. But it's Donnie Wahlberg, and he looks emaciated. Like, he's so Skeletor, like super skinny. Like, just for a brief moment in the very beginning.
Oh, yep. Bruce Willis and Haley Joel Osment, right?
Yes,
those are the two like big ones.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay,
but he was in it. Because a little bit of segue, but Bruce Willis was a doctor, a therapist, and Donnie Wahlberg was his patient. And it just didn't end well. That's what I'm saying. But I just am still shocked that was Donnie Wahlberg. Like, literally my favorite new kid. Like, I don't care. I was gonna marry him, but fucking Jenny McCarthy got to him first, so whatever.
Ugh.
Hope they're happy.
Did you ever see them in concert?
No, not live.
I saw New Kids on the Block once.
Did you?
Yeah, I didn't care. That was before me.
But who you went to go see?
McCarthy. He was opening for them,
just like my kids.
And you know what? Because I remember very clearly because it was the day Michael Jackson died.
Oh, stop.
Swear.
I know exactly where he was when that happened, but go ahead.
That's how I remember. And I remember the concert so well because all of a sudden people were looking around and they were getting alerts. Oh my God, Michael Jackson is dead. And it was at DTE. I was already like, we were in the chairs. Jesse was just about to come on stage as like the opener, even though it was past his prime by that point.
He's really cute. I don't care.
Oh, he's the best. And so everyone's talking, oh my God, Michael Jackson just died. And they put it together so fast. It had like a memorial video of like clips of him and stuff that they put up in between acts. So the next afternoon, August 15th, Adam tweeted, Sage did not work. I haven't dreamed about David in a few months, but he appeared again last night. In the dream, my bedroom was filled with hazy smoke, but I could see David sitting in the chair across the room. He was smaller this time, almost shrunken. He didn't say or do anything except look at me. Anyway, it feels like a bad omen. The next day on August 16th, Adam tweets, apparently strange faces have been showing up in some of the photos I take. Adam then reshares the photo of...
This is not a laughing matter. I'm terrified.
We're going back to a photo you've already looked at.
That's fine, but I can feel like this is not a hot flash. This is fear. My face, I'm sure my cheeks are red.
I'm keeping all of this in as I explain it because I need them to hear your reaction.
You can see the redness just creeping up my entire...
You are getting very red.
I can feel the heat coming out of my... I'm like, oh, I am not cold. I'm not hot.
So we're going back to the photo that Adam took of the two Polaroids where he showed his finger covering the lens in one and the black in the other. Mm-hmm. And if you look, I'm going to show her, up in the corner of the photo right here, you can see a face. You see that?
I'm trying to make it out. How big am I? What diameter? I'm getting his above the photo.
Above the
photo.
Shit,
I'm looking at
above the Polaroid.
No. I'm looking at the photo. I'm literally in this. I'm waiting. This is one of those things that something's going to jump out at me because I fall for it every freaking time. And I'm looking. No, you didn't, because I'm looking at the photo
above the Polaroid, behind the Polaroid.
Holy. Ooh.
what look appears to be a very clear face.
That it looks like one of those white mannequin heads.
It does. It does.
You're fine, because I'm literally going to start snuggling with your feet in a minute. We're about to touch feet.
He then reshares another photo that we've already seen. He said, a couple of people have pointed this out, which I don't have a real explanation for. And in that next photo, it is the photo of him piecing out for the weekend. So in this selfie, and this one, I don't know. I'm a little more iffy about this one. If you look up here, looks like there's a photo in the reflection of the like French doors behind him.
There's something there.
And they say it's a face.
I'm okay. I'm not picking up a face. I'm just gonna say that. Looks like a fish, actually.
There's wait. There's also kind of, if you look at
there's black dot. Okay, maybe I'm seeing an eyeball.
Here, you can also kind of make out like a long, like ovally head in that one.
There's definitely something there. Like there's a reflection, for sure. So, what it is, I don't know. It's kind of like, when you look at clouds and you pick out shape clouds. So yeah. I'm not picking that up, but I can definitely see that there's a blob. There's a something in that glass. And that's a clear glass door.
So then he tweets, there's also this, which seems less weird, but still odd that it resembles David. Make of it what you will. Oh, I'm sorry. That is the tweet that goes out and then the photo goes out. So it's the one in the door. So I can kind of see like the elongated head there, sort of. I don't know. I'm not into that one as much.
And the longer you look at it,
So then he tweets, the second one doesn't alarm me so much since it seems like it might be a reflection, but the first one gives me the creeps. So we feel the same way. Adam goes quiet for a couple of days, and then on August 18th at 12:15 a.m., he tweets, it's been 2 weeks, but he still does this every night at midnight. And he tweets 2 more photos, again, of one of the cats, I believe that is Maxwell, at the front door. Other weird stuff has been happening, too. I've been recording myself sleeping, and it picks up this weird static electricity sound every night at 3 a.m. It lasts about 5 minutes. This morning, I woke up to the whole house shaking. It felt like a small earthquake. I debated even mentioning that on Twitter because it sounds made up, but I distinctly felt the house swaying. Everyone tells me to move, but I don't have any guarantee that this won't follow me.
That's true.
Things go quiet with Adam for a bit, and then on August 21st, he posts another series. All this ghost stuff has been spooky, but this past weekend was the first time I actually felt unsafe in my home. I fell asleep pretty early. I was incredibly tired for some reason. I had a dream that night where David was dragging me by the arm through an old abandoned warehouse. I'm not sure why I didn't fight back in the dream or how he was strong enough to pull me, but that's dream logic for you. It was a creepy dream, but I didn't think much of it when I woke up. I took a shower, and then I noticed something. I'd woken up with a huge bruise on my arm, and he shares a photo where you can very clearly see the bruise on his arm.
But are we certain that he didn't hit himself on something?
No, we are not.
We're just, going with this is what his story. This is his story to tell.
Well, he tweets, now look, maybe I injured myself the day before and my arm was hurting during the night, which manifested as a dream. There could be a totally logical explanation for it, so I brushed it off. I went to get coffee, which I do every weekend. When I walk to the coffee place, I always pass a food cart repair depot. It's always incredibly, in all caps, busy, especially on weekends. I've lived in the neighborhood for over 4 years, and the place has always been jam-packed with carts getting serviced. But today, it was completely abandoned. The whole warehouse was totally gutted and empty. And he shares 2 photos of the warehouse. It just shows like the building and then what looks like kind of a garage door lifted up, and it's just black inside. Dark.
Not creepy at all. No, not terrifying. Never gonna get pulled into that in a dark alley.
And he tweets, well, almost empty. I went inside to look around because I was astonished that this place was suddenly empty after all these years. Basically, the only thing in the entire warehouse was a single green chair. He shares another photo. It looks like an old dining room table chair with just like a wooden seat, and it's hard to tell because it's so dark in there. I could see where it's like a dark green.
I mean, the color of it looks black.
Like the legs, it looks more black. I could see where,
with
photos are different.
Seat. Yeah. But it could be green. It could be forest green, and it's just
right.
a dark picture.
It could be. Then he tweets, "If you recall, David first appeared in my green rocking chair. It could be nothing, but it's weird that it's the only thing left behind. On my way back from coffee, the warehouse had been shuttered. It's remained shuttered since." And he posted another photo of the door just closed. The chair, my bruise, dreaming about an empty warehouse and then passing by one, it gives me the creeps. Needless to say, I didn't sleep much that night. Too many strange things are happening and more frequently. So I don't know. Anyway, it was a strange weekend.
To say the least.
Adam's next tweets are on August 25th at 11:20 p.m. There have been a few small developments in my apartment, but I'm not really sure what to make of them. I just know I'm scared. If you recall, my cats usually gather at the door at midnight, but lately it's been getting earlier and earlier every night. I was almost used to routine, so when they started to cry at the door closer to 10 p.m., I was confused. They began a new routine: hover around the door at 10 p.m., cry for about 15 minutes, and then wander off as if nothing's happening. But this week, something else has been happening. Shortly after the usual cat stuff around 10:30 or so, I started getting phone calls from an unmarked number. My entire call history for the past week looks like this. You'll notice that I answered once yesterday. And he posts another photo of his call log that is just a whole line of no caller ID. Since this has been happening for days on end, I thought it might be an automated telemarketer or something. Usually if it's an automated thing, if you answer once, they quit calling. So I picked up. Instead, what I heard on the other end was a peculiar electrical static sound, very similar to the static my sleep app picks up at night. I didn't say anything. I just listened, waiting for some automated message to chime in. After about a minute, the static stopped and there was silence. I kept listening. I heard what I thought was breathing, but it was so faint I can't be sure. My heart was racing, so it was hard to hear. Then, just as I was about to hang up, I heard a very small voice whisper, "Hello." How do we feel about that? Because you don't look well.
I'm literally holding my breath, and in the minute
your eyes are watery.
I'm scared.
You look like you're gonna break.
My ghosties, listen. I don't do this. Is what? Hey, Candace, why'd you say yes?
She's having so many regrets.
So many regrets. But listen, I was literally going to ask you about the caller ID thing because the one was black, and I'm like, kind of looks like he picked up.
Oh yeah.
Why did you pick up?
He did. Well, then, because when he picked up, you can tell.
Hi, David.
There's more calls after that where he didn't. So can you imagine sitting there after the hello and then seeing it call back?
Over and over and over.
I just gave myself goosebumps.
And she hears just this, and you're like, guys, never call me. Because I will not ever answer my phone again.
That's funny. So then he tweets, "Something about the way they said hello freaked me out. It wasn't a question or a greeting, just hello. A flat statement. So quiet I could barely hear it. I panicked and hung up. I didn't know what else to do. I closed all the curtains in my apartment and turned on every single light. I watched TV until dawn because I was too scared to go to sleep. I sort of feel like I'm losing my mind. If I look at each individual incident on its own, there are perfectly logical explanations for everything. But after 3 weeks of weird shit happening, I don't know how to make sense of it all. The only thing I feel like I can do right now is write everything down. So that's what I'm doing, and that's what I'll keep doing." Then tweets continue on August 28th. "So I moved the green chair out of the bedroom weeks ago. It's been in various parts of the living room ever since." And he shares another photo of the green chair now sitting by the front door, which seems like the door seems to be a problem. Get rid of the fucking chair.
I mean, put it in your neighbor's apartment. Like, here you go, I got you something.
Well, then he actually tweets next, "I should probably get rid of it, but I'm not sure that would have any effect. Also,
what attachment do you have to this thing? Just let it go. First of all, it's ugly. Just get rid of it."
Yeah, right. Then he tweets, "What are you doing?
Look, things are moving in my freaking house right now. The freaking Cinderella started spinning, and I don't have my heat on."
That one's spinning too. Oh, so is Belle.
I don't have no windows open, and I don't have my heat on.
Well, now I'm scared.
Good. That's what you get.
Oh, no.
Misery loves company. Stop watching them.
we're just going to keep going. Also, I'm going on vacation to Japan in 3 weeks, and I keep thinking if I can make it to my trip, this will all end. As dumb as that sounds. David lost track of me once when I moved, so maybe if he believes I've left the apartment again, he'll leave me alone. Anyway, last week I bought a pet monitoring camera so I can keep an eye on the cats while I'm overseas. It's basically a nanny cam that connects to the Wi-Fi so you can check in whenever you want. It runs 24/7. It also alerts you to sound and movement via an app. And then in parentheses, he wrote, I blacked out the company since I doubt they want to be associated with ghosts. And he shares this photo where it's showing, he's just like a screenshot from his phone where it says motion detection from and sound detection from. In any event, I decided to test it out this weekend. I was away from home one night, so I set up the camera before I left. My phone pinged periodically throughout the evening, alerting me to the cats running around and playing. Normal stuff. Then, around 11, it alerted me again that it detected motion, but when I checked the feed of my apartment, I didn't see anything. So I watched the feed again. Still nothing. I watched it a third time and finally noticed something. Now, guys, I watched these videos for the sake of the episode. I don't have them here because that would be tough to fit in.
Thank God.
But I am going to tell you what happened. So he shares a video facing the front door. And keep in mind now that haunted ass chair is next to the door. And you can see nothing is around. And the chair just slowly starts rocking. And then all of a sudden it just stopped. He tweeted, I knew it couldn't be the wind because I haven't had the windows open at all this summer. I have AC and like to keep it chilly. It was unnerving, but there wasn't anything I could do about it right then, so I flipped my phone off and tried not to panic. About half an hour later, I got another motion alert. Adam then tweets another video, and that tweet says, if you missed it the first time like me, look above the shelf. It's a little turtle shell that I hung on the wall. And in the video, because right next to the front door, there's the door, the chair, and then a bookshelf. And right above the shelf, there is a little turtle shelf hanging, and all of a sudden it just drops to the floor. He tweeted, yes, I know it's weird to own a turtle shell, but my family lives in Montana, and I picked it up last year at a native trading post. And he shares a photo of what the turtle shell looks like. Throughout the tweets, as I was like reading through all of this, I was keeping an eye on comments and what people were saying. And there were people claiming to see a white shadow moving from that area. Because to describe what his apartment is, like right past that bookshelf, all of a sudden you can turn, and on the other side of the wall there is his kitchen. So people were saying they saw a shadow, a white shadow moving from the bookshelf toward the kitchen as the shelf falls. And I watched it multiple times. I even zoomed in. Like I was like, is this something? But it's like a nanny cam. They're not great quality.
Mm-mm.
It was so pixely. I feel like it was just, it caught motion so that it got pixely from the shelf falling. So
it's soft sound.
I did see something there, but it could have just been the pixels. I don't know if it was an actual
the delay
thing.
too. It probably picked it up and things started moving to catch up.
So personally, I don't know about that.
Okay. All right. Well, okay, we're safe with this.
He then tweets, since I've been back home, I've been too nervous to turn the camera back on, and today has been pretty quiet. That said, I feel really uneasy. I put the chair in the hall. I hope nothing else happens tonight. Adam's next thread is on September 5th, which is like a week later. He tweets, it's happening again. I've been leaving the nanny cam on 24/7. It records every time there's movement or sound, as you know. I was going over the feed from this weekend and noticed some weird stuff. During the night on Saturday, while I slept, it recorded the cats in the living room. It seemed pretty unremarkable at first, but then after a few moments, Maxwell freaks out and jumps over something invisible. This video is this one gets me because it's cute. Maxwell's actually a three-legged cat.
Aww,
I could tell in the video. It was so cute. But he's sitting in the living room with his back to the front door, and he's just sniffing the ground in front of him. But then he lifts his head and does this weird jump in the air and kind of to the side, like he's moving out of the way. And then all of a sudden he turns to look back over his little kitty shoulder and he just stares at the front door. And he tweets, I don't think it was a bug or anything. Maxwell doesn't react like that with bugs. He just eats them. Something spooked him. What's more, I almost never get bugs. I've seen maybe 3 in all the years I've lived here. And I was looking at the comments because this isn't something that Adam pointed out, but people were commenting like, hey, did you see the green glass on the coffee table? So I went back and watched. I think it's right after the cat jumps. He looks at the coffee table and you can see the green glass being pulled, maybe like 3 or 4 inches. And then it just stopped.
Absolutely not. No. It's green. Like there's not, it doesn't like green.
It is green. I didn't think about that. You're right.
Yeah, it's got, it ain't easy being green.
So then the next tweet says, anyway, the next night the camera recorded a couple more strange videos. Specifically, it recorded Maxwell doing this on and off for hours. He then posts a screenshot from the nanny cam, which I do have the screenshot, so that's the next photo. And little Maxwell is sitting on the edge of the couch, back on his hind legs, and looking
so freaking cute,
like up above the camera.
No.
So Adam posts, he'd sit up on his hind legs and peer around the room as if looking for something. This is odd behavior for him, and I can't come up with an explanation for it, especially because of the next video. Here's the final video the camera recorded that night. So the video that Adam posts is of Maxwell sitting on the couch on his hind legs like that, and he keeps batting at something in front of him with his little front paw. Just like right out in the open air. And Adam tweets, I suppose there's a chance it was a fly, but I honestly never get flies, so that seems unlikely. I just can't shake the feeling that something has made its way into the apartment. It's odd behavior from Maxwell in any event. Things feel off this week. I can't explain it. And that right there is where we're going to leave you for today. We're about halfway through Adam's tweets, and they get much, much worse, much scarier. The photos are going to be 10,000 times worse. So Candace will love this.
Yeah, she's giving me. She can see the terror in my face and thinks, I've tortured her enough for the moment.
It'll be great.
Can't wait.
And because this one is just rolling right into the next episode, we're not going to make you guys wait a whole week or two before you get it. You'll get it this Friday. So just wait 2 days, and then part 2 of Dear David will come out. And in the meantime, make sure you like, subscribe, share it with a friend if you liked it. And if you do want to keep up with us, you can check out our Instagram at Haunted Through the Ages, our Facebook page, Haunted Through the Ages. Follow us on X at HTTA Podcast, and join us on YouTube for when we do get those videos up. And if you have any spooky stories, please share them with us. You can email them to us at hauntedthroughtheages@gmail.com. And if you do, just a reminder, we're going to give you guys probably all the time. If you don't want your name read aloud, let us know, and make sure to put listener story in the subject line so we can find them easily. And we'll see you on the other side.
Bye.
Bye.